Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Arlette, and we are joined here today by Jesse and Monet. Welcome, y'all. How are we feeling?
Good, good, good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are y'all?
Good, feeling
Doing
good.
good.
Okay, good. We got some smiles going. That's great. So, we had the both of you on episode 50 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you ended up matching. So, is it a yes for you for her?
I think so. Yeah.
Why are you questioning
Yeah.
it?
So, it's a yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't
Okay.
questioning. I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
The think is crazy, but okay.
And is it a yes for you for him?
Absolutely.
We got a match. I'll take this mic. Make some noise for them. Woo! And now, so on your episode, Jesse, you were kind of like the talk of the town with your facial expressions, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm gonna be like I wasn't even trying to be over the top. It was my genuine reaction, and I feel like I
Right.
spoke for a lot of the people because it was just I was like, man, like what? I had to see who it was. That's why I stepped out because I was like, I just had to put the image with the face.
Right. Stepped out the whole line. I was like, oh my, where's this man going?
I apologize about that. Yeah.
And then Monet, you came out there and it seemed like you knew exactly who you wanted to go with. Like, is that how it was? As soon as you came out, you saw the lineup. Is that what you were like? You already knew?
It could be.
Okay.
It could have been, yes. But
Seemed like
also not trying to judge based off what I saw necessarily. So it could have
Yeah.
went 50-50.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, then let's go ahead and dive right on in. Was you know what everyone is here to hear.
Right.
Since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone on a date?
so. Who do you want to answer that?
I
I
would
mean,
like
you.
Jesse to talk.
I was gonna say, Jesse, you already started.
Yes.
Nah, so okay. So I wanted to go on a date. I feel
Okay.
like maybe she did too. Shortly after the episode, everybody, the contestants, tried to figure out what we were gonna do for that night. That was my first time in Arizona, so then we went out. We had a little group chat, and we was
Okay.
communicating. Trying to get her to meet up. I don't know where the communication lapsed or something, but she ended up not making it. Did it rub me the wrong way? Not like no, but it's like I just felt like I'm here for the
Hmm.
night and like I'm driving back tomorrow. Like what else up? So um, no, we didn't have a date, but I think it still could be on the table.
Okay.
She
Monet,
got
let's
to she
hear
got to
from
come
you.
here though. She got to come to
Oh, she
L.A.
gotta go to
though.
LA. Monet,
Hey,
where are you at again? You're in Phoenix.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So what happened? He said you didn't make it out with him. Uh
So
oh.
see what I'm saying?
he's right. He's correct about that. I did not. And I did tell him in between the time I was getting ready, changing outfit, wasn't going out in the same outfit I was just on the show with.
Right.
That's one. Two, I personally feel like Jesse didn't want me.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very robust, but I feel like
What? That's
Jesse,
crazy.
yes.
That's
So
how
Yeah. Why do you
you
think that Jesse didn't want you?
because I personally felt more energy between Jesse and the first girl. And
Who
after
was the first girl again?
I wanted to say Chanel,
what's her
but I don't
name?
know if her name's Chanel. Light skin, she was tall.
Oh, she had contacts.
Yes,
The
yes,
break. Okay.
yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah, we remember her.
yes, and after you guys posted the show, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, so what I felt was confirmation because remember I went on after, so I didn't see the energy.
Oh, so
Too.
you're saying that I mean, yeah, well, like she was attractive, but I stand by my reason that I popped for her because like she had a lot of different additions that she
Okay,
had. So it's like, but I mean, just
wait,
because, just because. Okay, I don't want to cut you off. I'm sorry.
yeah, because I
Sorry. Go ahead, Monet. Go
I want to
ahead.
make sure I'm not making this about her as well. So I want to explain the reason. That was the first reason, and that was like our first introduction. Like as we were all trying to get up with each other, text, group chat, she came walking over and her and Jesse was more engaged. And he was more so interested in where the group was going. You know, we were the only people that matched. The way that happens is, oh, you and I need to do something. Like, you need to
Mm.
walk me to my car. So he didn't
Mm.
walk me to my car. So that was like strike one. That's one.
Uh-oh.
Two was, you didn't ask me on a date. Like, we were supposed to get to know each other that night if we are interested in each other. So, and
Mm.
okay, this is the
I
last
got
little
I got my rebuttal on the way.
Oh.
okay, this is my last little supper.
Uh-huh.
I wanted, after we walked off and we sat down, all the girls turned around and told me I made the wrong decision.
Uh-oh.
Everybody was telling me, like, he wanted her, and then me and Jesse are sitting next to
That's
each other,
funny.
and I'm the one engaging. I felt more engaged with him, like, oh, where are you from? So how's this? And he wasn't, like I said, he didn't seem interested in me. He seemed more interested in what the group had going on. He went out with the group. Yes, he checked on me to see where I was at, but after I noticed that, and Jesse, I asked you, did you come on here for love? Yeah. So did you come on here for love?
And we both said we came for the
No.
same
Who
thing.
is we? I said I came here for love. You when you told me your answer, and I
What was
and
my what did I say my answer was?
no, you said okay. So you said, well,
I
I
got a
didn't.
lot of I got a lot of topics to rebuttal about to
Okay, okay, you
reply
can.
to that one.
I'm
Keep
here.
going.
Okay, so you said not necessarily. I came here for my business, but if I was to find love, then yeah. Then when you found out that wasn't my real hair, you said, "Can I get my balloon back?" That was another strike.
Wait. When did I
Then
say that?
we was walking in. You was like, "I like that you got your
When
natural
did I
hair."
say that?
We was walking in. You was like, "I like that you got your natural hair." I was like, "Dang, it look good." I did it myself. You was like,
Oh
"Oh,
yeah, hold on.
oh, can I
Hey,
get my
hold
balloon
on.
back?"
I feel like it's my turn to speak because you're spinning a lot of the things that happened into
Mm-hmm.
your favor, but that's fine that
No,
you
Yeah,
I
want
Jesse,
to do that.
because we got a lot of questions, but we're
Yeah,
gonna let you
cause it's
rebuttal,
okay.
okay.
It's
and then I'm
okay
gonna go
because
in
the
with the
way
questions. But
the
wait,
way that
hold on, hold
she's
on, hold
she's
on. Monet, are you finished before we switch to Jesse?
It's just the finishing touch. So that I just
Okay.
wanted to
the
say
finishing
those.
touch.
No, that was just the reasons to answer your question on why I felt he wasn't interested. It was just I just named all the strikes. It was just that,
Okay.
and then he was just more into my body. Like you know my behind was nice, and you know we was in the back, and you was like, I feel like your behind can poke out a little bit more. I want to see. Then you wanted to spend night over my house. Like it was just too much
Wait, what
physical
the what is
that
she?
I feel
What the
like.
heck? This
Okay, so
hold on.
that's
Hey, hold
me.
on, hold
So
on, hold on,
let's
hold
hear
on,
it.
hold on.
Okay. Go ahead,
Let's
Jesse. Go ahead and list
let's
everything you want to
hold on.
list.
Let's get this thing straight because now what she's trying to do is make a moment out of this.
No,
Uh,
it's true.
because hold on,
Okay.
we got a lot to cover now.
Go ahead.
So man, so the first thing she said, she watched the video and she thought I was attracted to okay, yeah, I was attracted to the first girl. I'm allowed to be attracted to women that secondly, you said that, what'd you say? You said so much. You said that the girls when you sat down, they said that you made the wrong choice. Okay, that's fine. That has nothing to do. That's their opinion. Whatever. As far as like being into, like we weren't supposed to be talking. We were sitting down. Like me and you were talking frequently throughout the thing, but we're trying to be quiet for the filming, rest of it to be filmed. Okay. Then after that, you said I didn't. I was worried about the group. Yes, I thought that like it would be a fun thing to go as a group, yeah, and have a good night with you two as a group setting out, and that could still be like a date as well. You know what I'm saying? A one on one, like yeah, we could still do the one on one if you would have came out and things could have led to the next day, like you asked me when it was recording about what am I doing tomorrow. But the only thing I had to do the next day it was go hit the road again. So with that being said, I ran to the restroom to pee. When I came back, you weren't there. You were gone. So you can't say I didn't walk you. I walk you to your car? That's why I'm saying you're spending a few things here. Then you talking about the reason I like on the show, like am I like I do music. That's what I do. That's my passion. That's my love. Like I'm more focused on that. Obviously, this she has a great platform. I am a single man that is open to that. So it's like, yeah, I think that it's a great platform. And if I was find love, yeah, I think that would be amazing. I think the possibilities are high. I've seen the women that they vet to get on the show. Yeah. So that. Sorry, I'm just trying to cover all
Yeah,
of the
you
things
did.
that she said.
You checked.
Uh, then talking about the whole state of the night your place. Yeah, I made jokes and stuff talking about because there was a big fight in Arizona that night. I was like, man, these Airbnbs, these things are 300, 400 a night. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm have to drive back tonight or whatever. Yeah, I made my comment like that. Like, did I really want to stay at a stranger's house? No.
Straight
I
crazy.
obviously we were a stranger.
Because I
Anyways, come
said
on, let's
that.
not. So then talk about your body. Yes, I made comments about how you have a nice figure. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that proves your statement wrong that I'm not interested in you. That's a part of you. Yeah, I think you're beautiful too. Anyways, as far as the hair thing too that you mentioned, I was just talking to you, and it was you could tell like if you could read the room that wasn't that big of a deal to me. You know, I already matched with you. Like I was joking when I said, "Oh, can I get my loom back?" We both laughed about it. I thought that it was funny, and I'm not sure if I covered everything, but I feel confident in my replies to everything that she said. But if that I did make you feel that way, and clearly I did, I stand on taking accountability, and I do apologize if that's the way that it was read. But I just had to clear that up because I didn't want things to be spread whenever people watch this. Because it's like, come on, don't paint me out to be like that.
So Jesse, you said obviously, you're a musician. We all know that.
Hmm.
But my question is, what your intentions when you applied on this show? Was it to make yourself, gain followers and people know who you are, or was your
No,
first thing
first,
finding someone? Because
well,
when
first,
you said that right now, it sounded like you came
it's
on
okay. No,
to promote yourself.
no, I can clear that up. It's kind of
Okay.
like I'm firstly like it's like a fan of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
It's,
you.
it's like being a fan of like what's the word? I mean like the game show or something. It's like and there's a prize at the end. Like it. So for me. That's why I love the platform. I support black businesses. I'm half black. I'm black. I say I'm black. Whatever.
We
Anyway, so I
appreciate
support it. You know what I'm
it.
saying? So from that stance, so. I took it very serious whenever BM was like, "Yo, if you're just here for followers, like." So
Hmm.
no, like that's when I say the platform is because I'm a fan of it,
Okay.
you know. So yeah, so that hopefully that clears that up. That wasn't you know,
Okay. And now to kind of go back to what Monet had said, um, why didn't you ask her on a date? Why were you so focused on going out with people when you did end up matching?
Well, I mean, it was already very very late that night, and also like she's saying that that's all that I was focused on, but like
Hmm.
that's what she was. I was asking what she's about to do, and she was like, "Well, we're in the group chat. Da 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 da. I gotta go change." And everybody was like, "We're about to go out," and I was like, "Okay," because I'm not from there, so it's
Hmm.
like I knew that once I was gonna be with her, like. Yeah, as a group, but it's like I'm an adult. We could split off, go to another spot, you know what I'm saying, hookah spot or wherever. So that's how my mind was thinking. I'm going with the flow, obviously, because I'm only there for a short amount of time.
Right. Hmm.
Had to leave the next day, so
Okay.
that's kind of just how I was thinking.
So Monet, with you actually being from Phoenix, like you live here, did you think like that was a point where you could have been like, hey, like there are places that are open late that we could go to? Like, did you mention that to him?
I never did because the
Okay.
way it was brought to my attention soon as we stepped out. Um, I want to say Jade or Chanel, the girl who I said he's interested, she came and walked over and would say, "So what you guys doing?" That's why while me and Jesse were talking, and
I
Hmm.
Jesse said,
remember.
"Well, what y'all on?" She was like, "Well, we have a group chat." She said, "It's all girls." BM already told me and Jesse like, "Okay, y'all here, y'all match, don't exchange numbers and get into that." And I feel like we went left. I feel like you were more interested in hanging out. Whether or not we were supposed to go to whatever Shanae's was after, that's okay. How about we go together? How about I get to know you? Like, You didn't call me, you didn't text me. When you did call and text, that's when
I
you
did
guys
text
were
you.
already there. The way I expect my man to be, as if I'm matching with someone, forget everybody else. We match. I'm trying to get to know you. It's not even about nobody else. I'm trying to get to know you. And that's how I expected my man. And it's because I came on this show for love. So when somebody is
Hmm.
intentional with you, someone who really is getting to know you and want to know you and pursue you and learn and grow, if this is our only time we have together, why are we sharing it with other people? And that's just how I feel. So I'm not saying how you felt or how you moved was wrong. I honor that. I respect that. It's just not my type. That's just not my type. I like a man.
All
I
right.
like a man who's all for me. And I'm not saying it's
Okay.
compared to no other group or no other woman, but the men that are interested in me, they show that interest. And I will say that I was more into you than you were into me until I saw the actions behind it and it all made sense because because why you came on here. So I personally feel if you came on here for love and then like your business, then I would have felt that. But I do feel like you came for business, and if I could find love, then it's gonna be love.
I never came for
Well,
business.
you
You
said
know,
because you know what you do in
I
business.
never, I never told you business. I never told you that.
Okay, well maybe
Um, but once again, if that's how you feel, I mean, I think it's kind of like I feel like it's kind of skewed because I remember when we were talking and Chanel came up, and it's kind of crazy how you could say that you thought I was into her whenever us as a group, me and you, remember she was talking to us. She said she actually wanted the guy that was in the pink, the first guy that was in the lineup. And what did I do? She said she was nervous. Don't. I went over there to him to put him on to her. So and they started talking. So I don't see how that can mean that I'm on like yeah, it's okay. Things are getting spent like it's but it's fine though. Because like I could see how well no, I could kind of see how you're saying that like I wasn't into you as like with the whole like trying to be one-on-one thing and stuff like that, but it's like I think that's like a very minuscule thing. I feel like we still could have had a great time, and I feel like that and talking about, and like I said, I've already tried to clear that up. I'm a fan of the show.
Hmm.
I thought it was exciting to be on it, be experience it, and yeah, I don't I don't see the super correlation of how a dating show could blow me up I didn't sing. I did. It was, I touched on that part a little bit.
Hmm.
I was really on there looking for a potential, companionship of some sort, whether you call it love or whatever.
okay,
So
okay, I respect that. So I wanted to say something about what you just stated. After
Okay.
watching the show, and seeing the way you were engaging, you even use the same type of wording that you use with me. Like I feel like you was talking, I feel like that was for me. You use that same thing. So I'm not saying this to
hmm?
you.
What do you mean?
You said the same thing to the first girl. You said the same thing to the first girl. Like I felt like you were talking to me, and you said that same line when it came to me. And I wasn't the only one that felt that. After I saw that, I'm not gonna even lie, Arlette. I was quite embarrassed. I was like, I wish I would have saw this because had I known that
Hmm.
you were moving in that way of flirtatious,
I mean,
I understand, Jesse. I
why
understand it.
can't I flirt? Why can't I
Why can't
flirt? Like with
I talk? Why can I talk? When you talk, I listen. I listen.
All right, we'll go. We'll let you go, Monet.
it's
Go
yeah,
ahead.
it's cool. It's cool. It's
it's
cool. I
not
ain't tripping.
about flirting, but after I saw how you behaved throughout the entire show, the snippet when I was there, I personally think you were more mellow. But when I see the other clips, you stepping out, you making yourself known. I don't like my man loud, and you were very loud. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but
I was not loud.
loud as attention. That's what I mean. Like you
I just okay.
and there's nothing wrong. I'm just saying what my preference is. So when I went off that, maybe I did go based off looks. Our lineup compared to that lineup, yes, you were very attractive. You was the best looking man. You were well put. I like how you flirt. I'm a big flirt. Like everybody said, the energy that they felt, that we felt, maybe it was sexual. And I got that after hearing the remarks, after hearing what you was doing, after seeing how you just wasn't interested. But interested in my physical. And that's fine. And that's how I will end it.
So now, my question for you guys. So after everyone went out, that's the end of that night. So the next day there was no communication, nothing. That was it. She didn't come out, and then you guys didn't talk again.
Well, no, I mean, I think like I shot her like a message when I was on the way back because it was like a 6 hour drive back to LA. So I shot her a message, and I think she texted me back. It was just like, and then since I got back, yeah, it's been really busy and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, like I personally was kind of like really turned off to the fact that she didn't, you know, come out so I feel like it was a lack of communication, and then
Miscommunication.
now I'm seeing the things that the way she feels. I can see through her lens because I like to try to put myself in other people's shoes, so I
Mm-hmm.
respect it. I'm not gonna argue with it. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, sorry, yeah, I texted her, she texted me back. But
That
it
was it.
hasn't, the communication hasn't been like amazing.
Okay, okay. And I'm guessing Monet, because that's after you saw the show. You were kind of like, I'm not replying. Is that what it was?
No, I did. I responded. He texted back the next
Okay.
day and let me know that he was just hitting the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him safe travels. Let me know when you make it. I think I said that, but I didn't get a respond back. I did get a respond back from Jesse when our episode dropped, and I was like, oh, okay. And I feel like we could have communicated better, but then I also felt like I'm not gonna force it. Like seeing things, it's just like he have a lot going on as well in his life and where
Mm-hmm.
he's focused on, and I'm not the type to chase after a man that I just don't feel like is interested.
Man. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I felt like she wasn't interested, that night. So it's kind of just like, you know, uh, maybe she was right about the energy. Maybe it was
It was
just.
robust. It was based off that, and then I feel like when it comes down to me dating, I like a leader. Like I feel like you weren't leading me
How was I not leading? It
because you
was just
didn't.
we spent 10 minutes in the back afterwards. Everybody was just trying to find like something to do. I really like, hey, listen, you can call me. I know I might get cooked for this, people in the
uh-oh.
but like y'all. I don't see anything wrong. If I could go back, I wouldn't change a thing. Like
And
I would
that's
still
I
try to go
love.
out. Like I had a great time. I think we would have had a great time too. Like I don't see like I like everybody they came up to us asking, be like, "Yo, what y'all about to do?" Da, 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 da. Like I think that's normal. Like I watch dating shows. Like I feel like we could have split off and got, what I'm saying, had our little date, little
But
nightcap thing.
it could have been said too, and it could have been put Monet first because Monet's the match, then the group. Like I don't care about.
I was
I
messaging
didn't
you
come
though.
here.
I was texting you though. I was trying to figure out when you were coming. You said leaving in 20 minutes. You didn't. You were. Then it was an hour goes by. Before she left, she said she was going home. She said she was going to change. And then
Mm-hmm.
like I got we both have the messages. Like I mean, I wish I could go back and like it was just like understood that we were about to meet up like as a group, but obviously we just matched. Like I feel like it doesn't. Maybe it needs to be spoken. Maybe I do need to work on my leadership skills. I don't know. I this
No, or maybe I'm not sure if you watch like the catch ups or anything, but I don't think I ever heard anyone do a catch up like, oh yeah, we went out with the group. Like I didn't come here to hang out. I can hang
Mm-hmm.
out
but it also
anytime. I'm trying to get
it
to the.
also was very late.
I
It
don't
also
care.
was
You
very
know how many things are open? You could have communicated that. You never use that for excuse. If it was very late, how was something open for us to go as a group? How was something
no, that's
still
what I'm
open?
saying. That's what I'm saying. It was very the only thing that was left to do was to go out and to go
We
out.
could have
That
ate. It was still restaurants open.
That's what I mean. Like there was a miscommunication. Like
we
I
talked
think,
about it. Everybody talked about going out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's why
so
I'm
Jesse, so I have a question. When you came on this show, were you looking forward to hanging with them? Like,
well,
because
I didn't know if I was gonna get a match.
you had a
no,
match
if
and you.
you did get a match, was your goal to
Wait, I
go
thought you
out
no,
with the
she's no
match
the
or
words that
with the
she's
group?
over here doing all this stuff. She said when you came on the show, were you looking forward to hanging with them? That's all she
Yeah,
said.
like the group or your match, if you match. That's what she means.
Oh,
Like
I thought she said like
who.
hanging with them, your match. Okay. I, I mean, obviously, I was like, if I got a match, I was just gonna obviously want to. hang out with the match. But the way that the things happened naturally afterwards, 10 minutes afterwards, was us talking. People interrupted and said, "Yo, what y'all doing?" And it just naturally happened to us going out. I can't say like that's just what happened, and I just don't understand how it's not understood. But like that's what happened.
And
I
then,
mean, like
and also, I got an email late at night, about 12:51, from
email.
someone that was at Pop the Balloon. Maybe she was backstage. It was a friend back there. She emailed me and let me know how you was just very flirtatious with her. And
Man, this is fake, bro. It's fake news.
It
Don't
was
don't.
your friend,
no,
Monet?
it was
Or
someone brung a plus one. And that was the girl who they
okay.
was
Oh no, me and the girl. Oh my God, no. This me and this girl got into an argument. A girl that was brought and that was sitting there because she just like everybody, every dude, everything that kept going on, like while it was being filmed, she just kept making comments and stuff. And then the same girl that I was sitting beside, now y'all are friends. Whenever we were talking and me and her got into the exchange, you was on my side being like, hey, when no girl was tripping. So what you talking about?
I don't know.
Like,
I didn't talk to no girls. I wasn't keep cat with no girls.
but I know the girl that you talking
Oh,
about
I don't
because it was
know.
the
That's the thing. When I saw the email, I was just like,
if it was the plus one, there was only one plus one,
okay,
and that
well,
girl. I'm not a mean person, but I don't want to call that girl a name. But she was not an attractive girl.
well,
She was the one that wasn't on the dating show. She can't find love. Clearly, she was the plus one.
All
She
right.
was salty.
okay, well, I just wanted to
So you
mention
got
that, and I just wanted to make sure I mentioned everything on why it was a lack of communication on my end. And I wouldn't necessarily say it was a lack of communication, but more of an awareness of it's not for me. It's just not for
okay.
me.
So just to kind of like wrap this up, any final thoughts, any final words, anything you want to say that you didn't get a chance to say, anything at all?
Hey, I just I wish you the best. Um, you know, there's just a miscommunication. I feel like there's a lot of third parties coming in on this, like talking about sat down, the girl saying wrong choice, then you talking about you getting an email. It's all this. It's a lot of different things, and I have no idea where that came from. And yeah, but it's fine if you feel the way you feel. Like I said, I wish you the best, and yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
Monet,
appreciate that.
any final
Yes,
words?
final words for me. I want to ask Jesse, what was your hesitation when Arlette asked if this is a match? Why were you hesitant? Because I
Yeah, I mean,
actually saw
I've
the
noticed that.
video and I was like, the the old me would have popped off the strength that you
Hey,
hesitant. And then when I saw how you
look,
was behaving, I was even more sad about myself. But it's okay.
look, look. The reason I was hesitant, I feel like it is because it things did happen quickly. I wanted to know more. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted before knew that was gonna come to this. I was like, I get a match. I'm gonna have to do the follow. Is that it? Like I don't know if we were. So that's why I was asking questions. That's why I was like, I feel like that's a normal thing. Like before you take a step in any relationship towards anything, you need to know. And I didn't know. Nothing against you. That's just how I am. That's why I kept being like trying to just ask you the four questions I asked or whatever questions. And then when she asked me, I was like, because I was just processing it. That's just it. Um, that's it.
No, I understand everything. I understand everything. I appreciate it. It
All
was
right.
fun being on the show and having us. So thank you. And it
Yeah,
Yeah,
was,
for
thank you
sure.
guys. Thank you both for coming on. And thank you
yeah.
for joining us here today as well. And everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next time.